Huh?
This video will answer all of your questions related to Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh will be the new 5-star electric character following the Path of Destruction. He will release in the second half of version 4.4, which is expected to release around 24th of July. These are the materials you will need for him. Before we begin his guide, please keep in mind that his kit is subject to change. Gilgamesh is a lightning damage dealer focused on powerful ultimates, frequent extra turns, and massive team buffs. His entire kit revolves around building interest, gaining stronger ultimates, and benefiting from allies using their own ultimates. His basic attack is a simple single-target lightning attack. His skill deals strong lightning damage to one enemy, splash damage to nearby enemies, and grants King's Acknowledgement. This effect allows him to ignore a portion of enemy defense for several turns, increasing all of his damage. His ultimate is a massive area attack that hits all enemies, and then follows up with 10 additional random lightning strikes, making it extremely powerful against both single targets and multiple enemies. His talent is the core of his gameplay. Whenever allies take actions, Gilgamesh gains interest. Once he reaches 10 interest, he immediately gains an extra turn. The first time this happens, he enters a special state where he can only use his skill. Whenever allies use their ultimates, Gilgamesh also gains King's Burden, increasing his ultimate damage for several turns. He has special synergy with Saber. After Saber uses 3 attacks, both characters launch a powerful joint follow-up attack that damages all enemies. This attack also grants Gilgamesh more interest, while helping Saber recharge energy and take her next turn faster. His technique freezes enemies inside a special area before combat begins. Starting battle against affected enemies deals area lightning damage and immediately gives Gilgamesh extra interest stacks. His first trace greatly improves his ultimate focus playstyle. Ally ultimates give him additional interest and restore a large amount of energy. His second trace allows him to store extra energy beyond the normal limit. It also grants critical damage whenever he gains interest, allowing him to build up massive damage bonuses throughout battle. His third trace provides huge team-wide buffs. All allies gain attack and critical damage, while characters with high energy costs receive even larger bonuses, making him especially valuable for ultimate-focused teams. Overall, Gilgamesh is a powerful lightning damage dealer and support hybrid who excels in teams that frequently use ultimates. He provides strong team buffs, gains frequent extra turns, deals massive ultimate damage, and has exceptional synergy with Saber through their unique joint follow-up attack mechanic. Now let's talk about his best light cones. His signature light cone will be his best option. It increases the wearer's attack by 18% and energy regeneration rate by 10%. When the wearer uses their ultimate, increases the ultimate damage dealt by 10% of the energy consumed up to 60%. When the wearer enters combat or uses their ultimate, the wearer gains King's Entertainment, lasting for 3 turns. While the wearer has King's Entertainment, increases all allies' critical damage by 25%. This light cone synergizes perfectly with Gilgamesh's kit because a large portion of his damage comes from his ultimate. The energy regeneration rate also helps him access his ultimate more consistently, while the team-wide critical damage buff further enhances the supportive aspects of his kit. For an alternative free-to-play 5-star option you can use is the Fall of an Eon. When the wearer attacks, increases their attack by 8% in this battle. This effect can stack up to 4 times. After the wearer breaks an enemy's weakness, increases damage dealt by 12%, lasting for 2 turns. Since all of Gilgamesh's abilities scale from attack, he can make excellent use of the large amount of attack provided by this light cone. The additional damage bonus after breaking weakness is also a nice increase to his overall damage output. For a 4-star option, you can use a Trail of Bygone Blood. It increases the wearer's critical rate by 12%. The skill, damage, and ultimate damage dealt by the wearer increase by 24%. This is one of his best 4-star options because Gilgamesh deals a significant portion of his damage through both his skill and ultimate. The additional critical rate is also very valuable and makes building him much easier. For another alternative 4-star option, you can use Secret Vow. It increases damage dealt by the wearer by 20%. The wearer also deals an extra 20% damage to enemies whose current HP percentage is equal to or higher than the wearer's current HP percentage. This is a very straightforward option that provides a large amount of unconditional damage and can perform quite well if you do not have better alternatives available. Now let's move on to his best main stats and substats. For his best main stats, you can use critical rate on his body piece, attack on his feet piece, lightning damage on his sphere, and attack on his rope. Gilgamesh already gains a massive amount of critical damage from his hero's Auteur Trace, which increases his critical damage by 10% for every point of interest gained, up to 12 stacks. Because of this, critical rate becomes significantly more valuable for maintaining a balanced build and maximizing his damage output. For his best substats, you should mainly focus on getting as much critical rate, critical damage, and attack as possible. Speed can also be useful if you manage to get it through substats, so just focus on getting good critical stats first, and then prioritize attack afterwards, since Gilgamesh already gains a large amount of critical damage from his kit. Getting enough critical rate should be one of your main priorities. Now let's talk about his relic set options. The erudition set will be his best option. Its 2-piece set increases critical rate by 8%. According to its 4-piece set, increases damage dealt by skill and ultimate by 20%. After using ultimate, additionally increases the damage dealt by the next skill by 25%. This set synergizes extremely well with Gilgamesh because both his skill and ultimate are major parts of his damage profile. The additional critical rate is also very valuable and helps him reach more consistent critical hits. You can also use the Navigator set on him. Its 2-piece set increases attack by 12%. According to its 4-piece set, when the wearer enters combat or uses skill, the damage dealt by their skill and ultimate increases by 18%, stacking up to 3 times. At the start of the wearer's turn, or after using ultimate, removes 1 stack of this effect. This is another strong option because it provides both attack and additional skill and ultimate damage, which are stats that Gilgamesh can utilize very effectively. For an alternative option, you can use the Band set. Its 2-piece set increases lightning damage by 10%. According to its 4-piece set, when the wearer uses their skill, increases the wearer's attack by 20% for 1 turn. Since Gilgamesh uses his skill frequently after entering the interest-peaked state, this set can provide decent value and remains a solid alternative option. For his best ornament set, you can use the Cosmic set. When entering combat, if the wearer's max energy is greater than or equal to 200, increases the wearer's damage dealt by 0.2% for every 1 point exceeding this value, up to a maximum increase of 32%. This ornament has excellent synergy with Gilgamesh because he has one of the highest max energy values in the game. His kit also contains several energy-related mechanics, making this set his strongest ornament option overall. You can also use the Sigonia set on him. Its 2-piece set increases the wearer's critical rate by 4%. When an enemy target gets defeated, the wearer's critical damage increases by 4%, stacking up to 10 times. This ornament performs particularly well in pure fiction and other content with multiple waves of enemies, where stacks can be built very quickly. For another alternative option, you can use the Inert Salsado set. Its 2-piece set increases the wearer's critical rate by 8%. When the wearer's current critical rate reaches 50% or higher, the damage dealt by the wearer's ultimate and follow-up attack increases by 15%. Since Gilgamesh's kit contains both a powerful ultimate and a joint follow-up attack, he can make very good use of every part of this ornament's effect. Now let's talk about his best teams. Our first team is Gilgamesh, Saber, Mortonak's Blade, and Hua Hua. They form what is arguably Gilgamesh's most synergistic team composition. At the center of the team is the powerful interaction between Gilgamesh and Saber. Every time Saber uses her ultimate, Gilgamesh gains King's Burden, increasing his ultimate damage. At the same time, Saber is able to trigger their unique joint follow-up attack after attacking multiple times, allowing both characters to deal massive AoE damage together. The joint attack also restores a large amount of energy to Saber and advances her action, helping her reach her next ultimate even faster. Mortonak's Blade acts as the team's dedicated debuffer. His defense reduction and increased damage taken effects significantly amplify the damage dealt by both Gilgamesh and Saber, making every ultimate and joint attack hit much harder. Hua Hua completes the team by providing healing, cleansing, energy regeneration, and additional attack buffs. Her energy support is especially valuable because both Gilgamesh and Saber heavily benefit from frequent ultimate usage. Overall, this team revolves around creating a constant cycle of ultimates, energy generation, and powerful AoE attacks. attacks. Saber fuels Gilgamesh, Gilgamesh fuels Saber, and Mortonak's Blade and Hua Hua ensure both damage dealers can perform at their maximum potential. Our second team is Gilgamesh, Mortonak's Blade, Tribi, and Hua Hua. They form a more traditional hypercarry setup centered entirely around maximizing Gilgamesh's personal damage. Gilgamesh serves as the primary damage dealer, using ally actions and ultimate usage to build interest, gain additional turns, and repeatedly unleash powerful ultimate attacks. His team-wide attack and critical damage buffs also provide additional value to the entire party. Mortonak's Blade contributes powerful debuffs through defense reduction and increased damage taken effects, directly increasing the damage of Gilgamesh's skill, ultimate, and additional attacks. Tribi functions as the team's primary amplifier. Her resistance penetration, vulnerability effects, and additional damage mechanics stack extremely well with Mortonak's Blade's debuffs, creating multiple layers of damage amplification for Gilgamesh. Together, they significantly increase the effectiveness of every attack in his kit. Hua Hua provides sustain while also supplying energy regeneration and attack buffs. The additional energy helps Gilgamesh access his ultimate more frequently, while her healing and cleansing keep the team stable throughout longer battles. Overall, this team focuses less on special character interactions and more on maximizing raw damage. With multiple offensive amplifiers supporting him at once, Gilgamesh is able to take full advantage of his powerful ultimate focused playstyle and function as the sole centerpiece of the team's damage output. Well, that's it for this video. Please don't forget to support this channel. I will see you guys in the next one.